Hello students, hi everyone. So I hope you guys are safe in home and also you are studying very well. Okay, today we are going to discuss about our adaptation in plants, the next two topics. In previous class we have discussed about adaptation in plants and in which we discussed about the terrestrial plants. What? Terrestrial plants. So there are 5 types of terrestrial plants. They are plants in mountains and hills, plants in deserts, plants in plains, and plants in grasslands, and last one is plants in marshy areas. These are the topics we have discussed in previous classes. Okay, today we are going to discuss about adaptation in plants. Second one, aquatic plants. What is aquatic plants? So, what do you mean by aqua? Yes, aqua means water. Aqua means water. That is, plants that grow in or near to water. The plants that grow in or near water is called aquatic plants, in which we are going to discuss about 3 plants. First one is floating plants, second one is fixed plants, and third one is underwater plants. In aquatic plants, we are going to discuss about floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. Okay, aqua means simply water. That is, plants that grow in or near water. Plants that grow in or near water is called aquatic water. In which first one is floating plants. Floating plants. So, what do you mean by floating plants? The plants which are freely floating on the surface of the water. Plants are freely floating on the surface of the water are called floating plants. They have two parts. They have mainly two parts. They are spongy and air-filled. They have spongy and air-filled part. Floating plants have spongy and air-filled part. These parts are helped to float on the surface of the water. Okay, these parts like spongy and air-filled parts, these parts help the plants to float on the surface of the water. Examples for floating plants are duckweed and water hyacinth. Examples are duckweed and water hyacinth. So this is the picture for water hyacinth and duckweed. So I think you guys have already seen this plant. Water hyacinth means പായൽ. നമ്മൾ ഇതിനു മുന്നേ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് പായലൊക്കെ അല്ലെ, കുളത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് പായൽ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. സോ ഇതാണ് എന്ത് വാട്ടർ ഹയാസിന്ത് ആൻഡ് duckweed. Okay. And next one is fixed plant. നിങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ വീടിൻ്റെ പുറത്തുള്ള കണ്ടത്തിൽ ചെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റും ആമ്പലും അതുപോലെ താമരയും. ആമ്പലും അതുപോലെ താമരയും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റും ആണല്ലോ. ഓക്കെ, ദേ ആർ കോൾഡ് ഫിക്സഡ് പ്ലാന്റ്സ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദേ ആർ ഫിക്സഡ് ടു the plants in the water or pond. The plants in the water or pond. Okay, pond. So they are fixed to the bottom of the water. They are fixed to the bottom of the water by their roots. അവയുടെ വേരുകൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് അതെന്ത് ചെയ്യും, താഴെ അത് ഫിക്സ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടും. ഓക്കെ, ദേ ആർ കോൾഡ് ഫിക്സഡ് പ്ലാന്റ്സ്. ഓക്കെ, there are two examples for fixed plants: lotus and water lily. Lotus and water lily. Okay, now we know that in lotus plants their leaves are also floating, and also for water lily their leaves are also floating because their leaves are flat and broad. Their leaves are also floating on the surface. In fixed plants their leaves are also floating on the surface because their leaves are broad and flat, and also their stem, and also they have a long stem which is fixed into the bottom by the help of root. They have the stem, that is the stem is hollow stem. which help to float on the surface of the water. This hollow stem also helps to float on the surface of the water. What are floating on the surface? Their leaves and also their flowers. Both the flower and the leaves are floating on the surface. Okay, they are both. Please look at it. Water lily and lotus. The leaves are flat and broad. They are floating on the surface, and also this water lily have a long stem. Which is what? Long stem, and also there is a hollow stem. There is nothing in the inside the stem which helps to float on the surface. This flower and this leaf is float on the surface. Okay. So these are the examples for fixed plant, lotus and water lily. Okay. Once again, what is fixed plant? Fixed plants such as lotus and water lily. They are fixed to the bottom of the water by the help of root. And also their leaves are broad and flat. Their leaves are broad and flat, and they also float on the surface of the water. And their stem is hollow stem. What it is also help to float on the surface of the water. The flower and leaf is float on the surface of the water. This is the features of fixed plants. And the third one is, in aquatic plants, the third one is what? Underwater plants. Underwater plants. So what do you mean by underwater plants? That's simply the plants that completely submerged in the water. The plants that are completely submerged. We can see the plants inside the water. Totally inside, completely inside the water. They are called what? Underwater plants. There are two types. First one is hydrilla and second one is what? Tape grass. Hydrilla and tape grass. So this is the tape grass and this is the hydrilla. You can see that their leaves, look at the leaves. You can see that their leaves are narrow and ribbon-like. Their leaves are, look at it. Their leaves are narrow and ribbon-like. Okay. In the case of tape grass and hydrilla, their leaves are narrow and ribbon-like. So this is the features of what? Underwater plants. So we have three kind of aquatic plants. First one is floating plant, second one is fixed plant, and third one is underwater plants. Okay. So the next type of adaptation is insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants. So what do you mean by insectivorous? Insectivorous means simple. It is very easy to understand. That is a plant that eat insect. Some plants eat insects. They are called insectivorous plants. Some plants eat insects. They are called insectivorous plants. Otherwise, we also name them carnivores. We are also named them carnivorous plants. Okay. Once again, some plants eat insects. They are called insectivorous plants, and also they are called carnivorous plants. Okay. Because their most important feature is they trap the insects. What they do? They trap the insects for eating, for feeding, for food. They trap the insects for food. Okay. These are the two types of main insectivorous plants. First one is Venus flytrap. What is it? Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. And third one is pitcher plant. See the spelling of pitcher, P-I-T-C-H-E-R. Pitcher plants. You can see that in Venus flytrap there is a structure of the, look at the structure of the leaf. The structure of the leaf is like hinges, box like hinges. Okay. And also there is long hairs present in it. When the insect go inside or touches the hairs, this section, this is just trap the insect. Okay. You can see a Venus flytrap, that is, it has a structure of hinges. hinges like structure. Okay, the leaves are box like and hinges like structure. When the insect go inside, it trap the insect. And also you can see a plant, pitcher plant. Okay, this is also an insectivorous plant or carnivorous plant. So what they do, you can see a pitcher like structure, and also there is a lid is present here. There is a lid present here. When the insect came into this picture, the lid just covers the mouth. The lid just covers the mouth of the picture. This is do in picture plant. Okay, this is how they trap the what insect. Okay, these two plants are the insectivorous plants which trap insects for food, because they are called insectivorous plant or carnivorous plants. So students, these are the main topics. This is about our chapter. This is our chapter. We discussed about adaptation in plants. In adaptation in plants, we discussed about three kinds of plants. What are they? Terrestrial plants, and second one is aquatic plants, and third one is insectivorous plants. Terrestrial plants, plants that grow in land, in which we discussed about 5 types terrestrial plants. Okay, they are, I have already said that. And also in aquatic plants, we have discussed about 3 topics, mainly 3 topics. They are, what are they? Floating plants, fixed plants, and water lily plants. And the next one is insectivorous plants. So what is insectivorous plants? Some plants eat insects. Some plants eat insects. They are called insectivorous or carnivorous. Okay. And the examples are Venus flytrap and pitcher plant. Okay. So these are the main topics, and I will give the notes in your WhatsApp. Okay. This is all about today. Thank you.